Hey everybody, it's Rob Nazarian with Talk Android, and today we're looking at MMGuardian Parental Control, that is. And this is for all you parents out there that have children with smartphones, or maybe you're about to give a child a smartphone. This is an app that you might want to install on their phone in order to control things and to location track and all that good stuff. All you really need to do is install the app on their phone. You do not have to install it on your phone. Everything will be communicated back to you via SMS text messages. Now, when you first install the app and you go to open it, you'll set up your email address and a password as well as your admin phone number. And of course I have a password here, and right now it's just simple QWERTY. And I can enter that in. So your child won't be able to do anything without knowing that password. They can't even uninstall the app. Now, it's very straightforward and very easy to use. You can see there's 9 sections here, but it's I know a lot of people don't like to use apps like this because they seem complicated. This is very easy. MMGuardian did a great job here. I'm going to over here is the lock command. And in this area here is just basically setting an auto SMS response for when your device is locked. It's blank right now, and I was actually hoping that if I left it blank that no text message would be sent, but that wasn't the case, and it did send a default text message that said something like, "I'm sorry, I can't take your message right now, I'm busy." My thought is that some children may not like that, even though it doesn't say my parents are locking the phone. The next day the kids will ask about it, then he has to say, or he or she has to say, my parents locked it, and blah blah blah. And if that text message always comes about, then they know the parents are locking it and all that stuff. So I'd like to see an option to turn that off, and maybe that's something that will happen. But you can type in anything you want for an auto response for whatever. I'm busy right now, or my good-for-nothing parents have locked a device and I cannot talk to you. Whatever you want it to be. And only you can obviously set that. Now, as far as locking it, this is where you set the limits for when you'd like to lock the device. And you can do a variety of things. You can set up a bunch of different time frames. And you can type in your start and end time, and then you can say if you want it to be every day or just weekdays or just any particular day. So if you know on Wednesday nights there's something particular going on from 6 to 8, you can go ahead and schedule it to be locked. Now, what happens when the phone is locked, actually let me show you that. Well, before I go to that, you can X out any particular time frames, and you can, have a bunch of them added, so you can do whatever you want there during the times that they would be in homework or at school or whatever. Now, in commands here, I can show you. This is just a help area, which gives you, if you hit the question mark here, which sometimes you have to hit that a couple of times. There you go. Gives you all, and this font is very small here for you to read. I can zoom in on it though, but it gives you all the commands that you can do for sending text to the phone for any kind of settings or anything that you need to do because you're away from the phone or away from your child. So like you can send a locate command, tells you how to do it, what the lock command is like, so you can lock it at any given time. If you want to unlock it at any given time, say you locked it but the child needs it, and all that good stuff. So put it in safe driving mode and all that. Now this is what it will look like. This is the lock demo, and this is where you would set it up to, or this is what it would look like to your child when the phone is actually locked. And that's just a sample. So what happens is they can make an emergency call. They can contact an admin. So if the mother, father is the admin or whatever, they can do that. And of course you can unlock it if you know the password. Well, they're not going to know the password. So you can also in this area send yourself some sample messages of what it's like for locate and stuff like that. So if I hit that, it'll send a text message to the admin phone. Now let's go on to app control. App control is where you either block or allow apps or disable it. Blocking seems to be the easiest method, and in blocking, like for example, I have one example here, always block Astrophile. For whatever reason, I just selected that. So you can go in and add in whatever apps, check them off. You can put always or timed. And then when you go into, this is a little duplicate, I think this is a bug. They've actually, both of these are the exact same thing, always and timed. So I think they're going to change that to where it's just one option here. And then if you have it selected for timed, you can just go in here, and it's very similar to locking the device. You can set the times that you want that particular app locked. So like if you want to just lock a few games that they have and all that good stuff. You can also check off here to alert you when any new app is installed, which is nice. I installed a few apps here, and right away I got a text message on my other phone saying that this app was installed, so you'll know what they're installing. So that's also very nice. Moving on to track. Very simple. It's to locate the person or your child, and you can specify a certain time frame. Again, very similar to any of the other scheduling. You can set a bunch of schedules of when you want to know for sure where, to automatically text message you of where they are located, and it will do it like every 15 minutes. So you can exit here, hit the X there to get rid of that schedule, and you can add a new schedule. Again, very similar. Works very good. And there's always a help question mark area for all the areas too, which is also very nice. Call block, self-explanatory. It allows you to block any particular number from the contacts, or just actually the physical number. I put my wife on there so she could not call this phone. Of course, she doesn't know the number of this phone anyway because this is a review unit, but in any event, so it will not be able to call, and you can also check it to send you a text message when any calls were blocked, so you know that that person or bad person or whatever it is that you've blocked has tried to get in touch with them. So that works very well. Now, safe driving. This is simple, either on or off. And you can also override the time. So if it's on all the time, and then whatever times that you want for it not to be working. Like let's say, how it works is if you're going faster than 10 miles an hour, safe driving will be on and texting will not be allowed, and then there's an auto response if somebody texts that person. This one's acceptable because it's driving. Thanks, I'm currently driving. People understand that, and that's fine, and you can change that message if you want. You also can send an override to this at any given time by being a parent admin by text message, as I showed you earlier. So that's also nice. But you can also have override times. For example, if you know they're taking the school bus every day at 7 o'clock in the morning to 7:30 or whatever, you can have that specified as an override time. So when they're on the school bus driving faster than 10 miles an hour, hopefully not 100 miles an hour, but maybe a little over 10, they will still be able to do whatever they want with the phone. Actually, I said it wrong. I said it locks the device from text messages. It locks the device from everything. They can't do anything with the phone. So I said that wrong. I think I said that. So forgive me on that. All right, let's go back. Moving along. Monitor. This is interesting. Monitor, you can enter words here. So if the child uses that word in a text message to anybody, or they receive a text message with that word, you will be notified. Not only notified, you'll also get the full text of the message. So say you put in the word drugs, pot, whatever, and if that word is used at any given manner in a text message, then you'll be notified. I'd love to see this extend to the browser. If they try to search for certain terms in the browser, that would be very cool. Speaking of that, I also like to see that maybe these guys maybe allow their own browser as part of this, that they can only use that particular browser that's safe browsing from a lot of different things. It has a filter on it. That would be very good. And you could also track the websites that they've visited, and then you could block the pre-installed browser that comes on the phone, or Chrome, or any other type of browser app if you so wish. So that's cool, and you can check it to let you know when the word is matched, which I would think you normally would. And then last but not least is the settings, which very simple. That's where you can add admin phone numbers and change your password. You can also select on or off the daily summary report. You get that as a text message once a day, and it'll basically tell you how many text messages were sent and received on the device, how many phone calls as well sent and received, and phone calls that were missed, as well as one other thing that I'm going blank on. Oh, how many web clicks they had, interestingly enough. And then uninstall protection is going to be on by default. That makes sure that they can't uninstall the application without having a password. So the app is very simple to use, very easy to set up. You can have this thing set up within minutes, and it works beautifully. It's called MMGuardian. It's absolutely free, but as you can expect, you would have to pay some kind of monthly charge or something in order to keep it going. You get 14 days a free trial. Now, in the free, if you don't subscribe, you can still get locations via texting and all that good stuff, and use the safe driving. But the premium package really gives you the scheduling, both the times of getting the locations, the automatic locations, and locking the phone, and app control, and call blocking, and the monitor for words. If you want those features, you need to go premium, and that'll run you $2.99 per month, or $24.99 for a yearly price, or you can get a one-time license fee for, I think it's $39.99, which if you got a couple of kids and they're young, that might not be a bad deal, and you're done. Apps like this are never free, that are easy to use and sophisticated, and have a lot of comprehensive settings such as this. So you're not going to really find a good one for free. This is a reasonable price. I've seen a lot of apps like this that are very, 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 very pricey. This one's not too bad at all for what you get out of it. So I definitely check this out, MMGuardian. It's free to try. Again, it's a 14-day trial. You can find out if you like it, if it works for you. If it does, then go for it. If not, keep using it with the standard ways that you can use it, or uninstall. It's the way it works. Android, gotta love it. So, MMGuardian, check it out today. And thanks for watching. This is Rob Nazarian with Talk Android.